Have you noticed any unusual signs in your body? They could be warning signals of malnutrition. Nutrients play a crucial role in our daily lives, supporting everything from energy levels to overall health. However, even minor imbalances, such as a slightly unhealthy diet, can gradually disrupt your body's nutritional equilibrium. When this happens, your body may start sending distress signals in various ways to alert you to a deficiency. In this video, I'll explain the warning signs associated with deficiencies in different essential nutrients that the human body needs. By understanding these signals, you can become more aware of your own nutritional health and take steps to replenish the nutrients your body may be lacking. By watching this video, you'll learn to recognize the symptoms of malnutrition and how they might apply to you. If you ever experience these symptoms in the future, they could be a sign of a deficiency. That's why I encourage you to watch until the end. I'll also introduce foods and drinks that can help correct nutritional imbalances, so be sure to remember both the symptoms and the solutions. Now, let's dive into the explanation. First of all, have you ever noticed bruises appearing on your skin even though you don't remember bumping into anything? Do you experience this symptom? One possible cause of unexplained bruising is a deficiency in a specific vitamin, vitamin C. Vitamin C plays a crucial role in producing collagen, which helps bind tissues together. When the body lacks enough vitamin C, these connections weaken. If this happens in blood vessels, they become fragile, leading to small blood leaks under the skin, which appear as bruises. This condition is known as scurvy. The term scurvy historically means blood disintegration. Other symptoms of vitamin C deficiency include swollen, bleeding gums, and dry, rough skin. Interestingly, scurvy was a major problem in Europe during the 16th century, especially during the Age of Discovery. At the time, sailors on long voyages primarily ate preserved foods like salted meat and biscuits, which lacked vitamin C. Over time, they developed severe deficiencies, leading to scurvy. It was through these cases that the disease and the importance of vitamin C was discovered. Vitamin C is naturally found in fresh fruits and vegetables such as limes. While scurvy is rare today, it's still important to ensure you're getting enough vitamin C, especially if you don't eat many fruits and vegetables. Next, I'd like to talk about the symptoms of beriberi. Have you ever heard of beriberi? It's a condition that can cause loss of appetite, fatigue, and numbness in the limbs. In severe cases, it can even lead to heart failure. Beriberi is caused by a deficiency of vitamin B1, also known as thiamine. This vitamin plays a crucial role in helping our bodies convert glucose into energy. When there isn't enough vitamin B1, the body struggles to use the glucose obtained from food, which can lead to problems in the brain, nerves, and heart. In the past, beriberi was widespread in Japan, particularly during the Meiji and Taisho periods. Traditionally, Japanese people ate brown rice as a staple food. However, with the westernization of the diet after the Meiji era, more people began consuming refined white rice instead. Unlike brown rice, which contains high levels of vitamin B1, white rice loses this essential nutrient during the refining process. As a result, many people developed vitamin B1 deficiency, leading to a beriberi epidemic. At the time, a scientist named Umetaro Suzuki identified the cause of the disease by discovering vitamin B1 in rice bran. This breakthrough led to a significant decline in the number of beriberi cases. However, beriberi is not just a disease of the past. Even today, people with unbalanced diets or poor eating habits can develop it. In particular, alcohol dependence can increase the risk of vitamin B1 deficiency. To prevent beriberi, it's important to maintain a balanced diet that includes vitamin B1-rich foods, such as meat, nuts, spinach, and soybeans. And of course, as mentioned earlier, brown rice is a great option too. The next symptom is a loss of taste, also known as dysgeusia. This taste disturbance has gained attention as a symptom of COVID-19, but in reality, it can also be caused by a deficiency of certain nutrients, not just by viral infections. One key nutrient involved is zinc, an essential mineral that the body requires for various functions. But first, do you know where our sense of taste originates? It comes from tiny structures on the tongue called taste buds. Within these taste buds are taste receptor cells, which act as sensors to detect flavors when we eat. If the body lacks sufficient zinc, these taste receptor cells cannot regenerate properly, potentially leading to a diminished or distorted sense of taste. Have you noticed that food doesn't taste as good as it used to? Or that everything has a strange, bitter flavor? If so, you might be experiencing zinc deficiency. Zinc is found in large amounts in seafood, especially oysters and eel, red meats like beef and pork, and plant-based sources such as soybeans. However, if your diet consists mainly of processed or junk food, you might not be getting enough zinc. Additionally, certain medical conditions, such as liver disease, can also lead to zinc deficiency. If your taste disturbances persist, it may be a good idea to consult a doctor for further evaluation. Other symptoms often appear together in a set of 3: hair loss, premature graying, brittle, cracked nails. These symptoms are actually caused by a deficiency of a single essential nutrient, iron. Iron plays a crucial role in producing hemoglobin, the protein in red blood cells responsible for carrying oxygen throughout the body. The heme in hemoglobin contains iron, and without enough iron, your body can't produce sufficient hemoglobin. As a result, oxygen transport is impaired, leading to anemia. When you're anemic, your body struggles to distribute enough oxygen to all its cells. This imbalance can cause various symptoms, including dry skin, hair loss, premature graying, and brittle nails. Anemia-related oxygen deficiency affects multiple aspects of health. Women are particularly vulnerable to iron deficiency due to blood loss during menstruation. It is no exaggeration to say that every woman should be mindful of maintaining adequate iron levels. Even beyond menstruation, people who avoid red meat and fish are also at risk of iron deficiency. This is because they miss out on heme iron, the form of iron that is most easily absorbed by the body. Some may argue, but vegetables contain iron too. While this is true, the iron found in vegetables is non-heme iron, which is significantly harder for the body to absorb compared to heme iron from animal sources. To optimize iron absorption, it's best to consume iron-rich foods such as red meat and fish. Interestingly, a severe iron deficiency can lead to a condition called pagophagia, a compulsive craving for ice even in cold weather. Other nutrients also play a role in hair health. For example, zinc is essential for keratin synthesis, the protein that makes up hair, nails, and even skin. A zinc deficiency can contribute to dry, brittle hair that falls out more easily. Hair health and nutrition are deeply connected. Keep this in mind and take steps to nourish your body accordingly. Next, you may notice that the skin appears slightly scaly. These are symptoms related to the skin. As the saying goes, seeing is believing. So let's take a look at the picture. The skin may crack and peel. This is also caused by a certain type of malnutrition. Can you guess what it is? It happens when the body lacks vitamin B3, commonly known as niacin. When niacin levels are too low, various symptoms can appear, including the rashes I mentioned earlier, scaly dermatitis, and even diarrhea. This condition is medically known as pellagra. Niacin plays several crucial roles in the body, one of the most well-known being its involvement in breaking down acetaldehyde, a byproduct of alcohol metabolism that contributes to hangovers. Because excessive alcohol consumption produces a large amount of acetaldehyde, the body diverts a significant amount of niacin to break it down, quickly depleting niacin levels. As a result, heavy drinkers are at higher risk of developing a niacin deficiency. That's why people who drink frequently should be especially mindful of their niacin intake. Niacin is found in foods like bonito, mackerel, and other seafood, as well as mushrooms and liver, so drinkers should make a conscious effort to include these in their diet. And there's another symptom that heavy drinkers should be aware of. If your tongue feels tingly or rough, you might be lacking a specific vitamin, vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 isn't the most talked about nutrient, but it plays a crucial role in producing red blood cells and DNA. A deficiency in this vitamin can prevent your body from making red blood cells, leading to anemia, nerve issues, and other serious health problems. The tingling sensation in your tongue that I just mentioned can also be a symptom of anemia. Anemia can cause the tongue to shrink and atrophy, leading to burning, tingling, pain, and even taste disturbances. The medical term for this condition is Hunter's glossitis. Vitamin B12 is naturally found in animal-based foods like fish, meat, and eggs. If you follow a typical diet, you usually don't have to worry about a deficiency. However, vegetarians, heavy drinkers, and those who don't consume enough animal products are at higher risk of B12 deficiency. In such cases, taking supplements is a good idea. Here's an interesting fact. Vitamin B12 can only be absorbed in the intestines when it binds with a special protein called intrinsic factor, which is produced in the stomach. This means that people who have had stomach surgery, such as for stomach cancer, or suffer from severe stomach conditions, may struggle to absorb vitamin B12 properly. The stomach and vitamin B12 have a very close relationship, so it's something to keep in mind. Speaking of vegetarianism, there's another important nutrient deficiency that vegetarians, and others, should be aware of, one that affects bone health. In severe cases, it can lead to weak, brittle bones and even fractures. That nutrient is vitamin D. Vitamin D is essential for helping the body absorb calcium in the intestines. Without enough vitamin D, calcium absorption is impaired, increasing the risk of osteoporosis, a condition that weakens bones and makes fractures more likely. You might assume that eating plenty of vegetables would cover your vitamin needs, but here's a surprising fact. Vitamin D isn't found in vegetables. Instead, it's present in foods like mushrooms, fish, and eggs. People who dislike fish, for example, may be at risk of vitamin D deficiency. If you don't eat fish, you can get vitamin D from mushrooms, eggs, or supplements. Interestingly, vitamin D is one of the few vitamins that your body can produce on its own, through exposure to sunlight. When your skin is exposed to sunlight, it synthesizes vitamin D. That's why spending at least 15 minutes outside each day is a good habit to maintain. Keep that in mind and take care of your health. The next symptom to discuss is complete blindness in the dark. Under normal circumstances, when people enter a dark environment, their eyes gradually adjust, allowing them to see at least some details even in low light. This process is called dark adaptation, a natural human response. However, in individuals who lack certain essential nutrients, this mechanism fails. Their eyes do not adjust to darkness at all, leaving them unable to see anything in low light conditions. So, which nutrient is responsible for this? The answer is vitamin A. Vitamin A is essential for producing light-sensitive proteins in the retina, the part of the eye responsible for capturing visual images. A deficiency in vitamin A leads to night blindness, the medical term for this condition. It is sometimes referred to as bird's eye, because many birds are also completely blind at night. While vitamin A deficiency is relatively rare in Japan, it remains widespread in developing countries and is a major cause of preventable blindness worldwide. Vitamin A is found in dark green, leafy vegetables and certain fruits. The same applies to vitamin C, which is also crucial for overall health. Since Japan has easy access to a wide variety of fresh fruits and vegetables, it is important to include them in our daily diet as much as possible. The next symptom we will discuss is flatulence. This symptom does tend to increase with age, but it is not solely an age-related issue. In fact, it can also indicate a deficiency in certain essential nutrients, particularly minerals like potassium and magnesium. When your body lacks sufficient potassium and magnesium, your nerves may not receive proper signals, which can result in muscle cramps, especially in the legs. You might experience involuntary twitching. If the deficiency becomes more severe, the nerve signals may not transmit at all, leading to a complete loss of muscle strength in the affected limbs. This condition is known as tetraplegia. You can obtain potassium and magnesium from foods such as seaweed, like wakame, vegetables, and fruits. Maintaining a well-balanced diet is the safest way to prevent deficiencies. However, certain conditions, such as kidney disease, chronic diarrhea, caused by bowel disorders, or even the use of certain traditional Chinese medicines, can contribute to these deficiencies. If you experience significant muscle weakness or limpness, it is important to seek medical attention. Now that we have discussed different food components and their related symptoms, let's summarize the key points. The human body is incredibly well designed, responding in specific ways to deficiencies in essential nutrients like vitamins and minerals. Understanding these signals is a fundamental principle of medicine, and it is truly fascinating. I hope this overview has given you valuable insights into how nutritional deficiencies can manifest in daily life. If you recognize any of these symptoms in yourself, I strongly encourage you to consult a doctor. Additionally, keep this information in mind so that if similar symptoms arise in the future, you can assess your diet and overall health to determine whether you might be lacking a vital nutrient. This channel is dedicated to sharing science-backed nutrition and lifestyle tips to help you live longer and healthier. If that sounds good to you, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Also, if you found this video helpful, hitting a like button would be greatly appreciated. It helps us create even better content for you in the future. And here's a bonus. If you sign up for our newsletter via the link in the description, you'll receive exclusive health tips you won't find anywhere else. If longevity is your goal, don't miss this free resource. See you in the next video.